Now, next we got to talk about Draymond Green wilding out again. Now, last week in a game against the Memphis Grizzlies, Draymond Green thought that he was tripped and he ended up falling to the ground with the ball in his hand, and Zach Edey just happened to be near him, so he attempts to trip Zach Edey for no reason. Now, if you speed this play down and look at it when Draymond has the ball, he clearly just lost his own balance and slipped and fell, but for some reason he thought he was foul, and of course to retaliate, he can't just let it go. He has to grab on Zach Edey's shoe and damn near trip him for no reason. Now, everyone remembers last year where Draymond Green was suspended for around 15 games, I believe it was, without pay for choking out that Eiffel Tower looking motherfucker Rudy Gobert. And the funny thing about that situation is that the NBA required Draymond Green to take anger management classes during this time, but it seems like the anger management classes that the NBA gave him, they must have ordered them shits off Timo or something like that, because this guy has not learned a single lesson at all since that time. And no racial, but I think Draymond Green has a bone to pick with these international bigs that aren't from the US, because if you look at his track record of the people that he's kicked in the balls or hit or done something to, a large portion of these guys are international players. Yusuf Nurkic, who's Bosnian, Zach Edey, who's Canadian, Aquaman, our favorite New Zealander, and of course Rudy Gobert, who's from France. Now, Draymond Green addressed the situation with Zach Edey on his most recent podcast episode with Baron Davis, and of course, in typical Draymond Green fashion, instead of taking accountability and just giving a simple, oh, my bad, of course he had to double down on it. He goes on to call out Zach Edey and to call out the Grizzlies head coach. Listen to what Draymond had to say right here.
You got Janky Taylor Jenkins, who's a softie. Bro, this game 11, you run into the media crying about a foul that, come on, bro. So guess what you just taught your 7'3" rookie? How to be emotional and run to the media talking about a foul. We bigs. We big men. You don't run to the media talking about a foul. You a big man. He's supposed to protect Ja Morant. You setting him up to where Ja Morant gonna be protecting him. He's big enough to possibly have fooled people that he could be a little tough. And now nobody believe you. Now Joel Embiid gonna try to put his chest into the stanchion just to see I think he might be a little soft. Ooh.
Yeah, they gonna try him now. Everybody gonna try.
Y'all gotta stop breeding these soft dudes, man. Stop making these guys turn out to be snitches and soft and going to tell, because you are a big man.
Now, of course, because of Draymond Green's past transgressions, there's been a bunch of people who sounded off on this. Kendrick Perkins went in on Draymond Green. This is what he said.
I actually think Draymond should be suspended for an extended period of time. We're talking about a play where we're talking about a play where he pulled on the opponent Achilles while the opponent was going in the opposite direction. And we're talking about a guy, Zach Edey, who's 7'2", 7'3", probably 300 pounds. This could have been a season-ending injury right here.
Stephen A. Smith also sounded off in the Draymond Green situation as well.
Well, I'm satisfied with the upgrade to a flagrant one. But I think it's important to recognize that you have a lot of people in the league who believe that Draymond should be suspended. I'm not one of those people. But I do believe that certainly when you look at Coach and you hear what he had to say, he definitely felt that way.
And to further bring home the point about how flagrant Draymond Green has been with some of this stuff, there's literally a 27 fight compilation of all the fighting and taunting moments that Draymond Green has had throughout his career, which is wild to me. My opinion might be unpopular on this, but I think that Draymond Green is actually needed in this game. He does all the dirty work for the Golden State Warriors. He's essentially the maintenance man, and to be quite honest, the current NBA is just a little bit too clean, a little bit too sleek. It needs to have some edge to it, and Draymond Green brings that edge. He brings a different element to the game, and he gives something for everybody to talk about, a storyline for everybody to come back and refer to. This is what the NBA is missing these days. It's missing storylines, and Draymond Green calling out that team, calling out the coach, calling out Zach Edey, it creates another storyline for the NBA the next time these two teams meet. And if Ja Morant is back, if he's playing, there's going to be extra motivation between these two teams to really want to deck each other out and really play their hardest because there's bad blood between them. This is kind of what the NBA needs. I think in a weird way, Draymond Green is actually helping the NBA doing some of this shit. But you guys can sign off below. Do you think Draymond Green is completely unhinged and needs a mental check? Or do you think that this is actually in a weird way good for the game? Do you agree with me? Let me know what you think down below. Now,